Maddog Mattern with us. Great comic. Great comedian. He's going to be at the casino at Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, coming up this Thanksgiving night. One show, two shows, two big shows?
Just doing one.
One show.
One big one.
Now, have you worked holidays before?
Yeah, I've done some Thanksgiving and stuff like that. They're weird days sometimes, man.
I did Thanksgiving night once. I took a gig for really good money in Vegas. And I'll tell you, man, it was kind of a nice change, you know, like, and you're making money and you really realize your family's not missing you that much. I'm sorry.
Let it out. Let it out, baby.
It can be a change in life. Like it could be such routine. Who cares about Thanksgiving? Get out there, you know. How many sweet potato pies can you eat?
Well, yeah. I end up just falling asleep again after the meal. Why not work? Why not make some money, have fun? And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna chase some tail that night. I'm gonna be blunt. I'm gonna try and throw it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. In Vegas, I had Thanksgiving dinner with a whore.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Get the poison out, baby.
She made a hell of a stuffing.
There you go.
Just, rattle that around your head however you want to make that funny. Mike, now as a comedy teacher, how would you make that funny? I had Thanksgiving dinner with a whore.
That's funny to begin with.
She made a hell of a stuffing. Now go. Take those facts.
I wouldn't touch anything. I like it because...
So why am I paying you?
Because he's encouraging you.
Don't you want to know what
That's very positive.
You're a motivational speaker. You're like Tony Robbins.
Evaluated that.
I like to help people if I can, sure.
If for $100 an hour.
Mike, would you want to know the ethnicity of the hooker? Like the background. Would that help?
Yeah, that'll definitely. Did you pull on those hoop earrings?
Mexican.
Oh, okay. Wow, Mexican.
I had Thanksgiving dinner with a Mexican whore in Vegas, and she made a good stuffing. Mike, go!
She made a good... keep going with this. Let's
I don't know if I like
more.
the sound of that.
No, I love it, though.
She's doing the stuffing.
Interesting. So now see what he's going for?
Stuffing.
He's going for a gay
No,
joke.
but I just
Oh!
That's what he's doing, right? I mean, that's okay.
No, but you gotta,
it's more effort than what he's doing.
No. You got a great setup here. You got to keep going.
Yeah, and he took it and went somewhere with it.
No,
where are you going with it?
I'm just listening to you go.
Man, is there any way of... How long have you known Buscetti, man?
The minute I got here, man.
Now, when was that?
2006, March.
Yeah.
I met him like a week after.
But surely, yeah, we all hung out.
You and Shul? Hey, so I talked to Dice last night on the phone. He said Shuley did a great job opening for him at the Beacon.
Yeah, he's a great comic, man.
Now, did you see Shuley, Norton, and Dice at the Beacon? Hell of I wish I could have seen it.
That would have been awesome, man.
Yeah. They were there together. Dice just played the Beacon.
Yes, I didn't know that, man.
Yeah.
I knew he was with Jimmy last weekend.
At the Beacon. And I think Shuley emceed it.
A great comic.
Norton came out and middled and stuff like that. So Dice is back. There's a lot of, I tell you, political correctness is so running wild. There's a need for a Dice Clay again. Like you want somebody to go, no, F you. I'm not playing by your rules. I'm not doing it. That's what a comedian should be.
I think it's
I'm
time.
not playing by your rules.
I think it's time, man.
Yeah.
Comics are safe.
You know how long Puff Daddy wanted me to wear a Sean John shirt? And I said, no. No. And now they're on the decline. That's why I'm wearing it. Because now they need me.
There you go. Well, I thought he was paying you $100 an hour, so you can now to wear it, so you could afford to do Mikey's class.
The money I'm getting covers the comedy class.
That we all need to take.
Yeah, right.
Ought to never be a charge for friends. I love want to teach. I love. You know who would be great? There's a comic and he's in the room with us. James Flippin.
Well, James does a podcast, and he's in the room with us. You really settled that mystery pretty quick. What a slap in the face.
The look on everyone's face right there was really something.
Dane, Shane, Josh, everybody else in the room. What a slap in the face to John Ritchie.
Yeah. Oh,
now, why him? Why him?
We had talked about doing stand-up before. I think it'd be fun.
James, have you ever done stand-up?
I have not.
No, but you do a podcast.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Now, so you never, that's somewhat performing. You must fancy yourself witty.
We do a little like improv stuff. We do little bits.
On the podcast?
Yes.
Now, when am I going to be a guest on your podcast?
I think we said a week after this coming, next week.
Oh, is that what we said?
We did.
Okay. I'll be there. Unlike Buscetti, who blows you off.
Yeah.
No, but I finally didn't blow him off. I got up early for that day.
Now, what is it to call him on the phone?
Right.
Now, what is your? Tell me the difference between other podcasts and Lust for Life. Tell me what.
Well, Lust for Life, like I do it out of Stand Up New York, which is like my home club. And when they started a network,
I love Stand Up New York.
awesome club, man. And they're like, what's your idea? And the first thing out of their mouth was, it's just not going to be you interviewing comics about comedy. And I said, no, because I'm tired of that. Like Mark Maron's got that great podcast.
I just did it.
Awesome, man. It's a good podcast. But then everyone started doing one.
Sure.
And they're in it, nothing for nothing. Most people, this show helps give me exposure. Bless your heart. A lot of people didn't know who I was 2 years ago. And I'm talking about comedy to people.
Right.
And there's people who've done less than me, been working 4 years,
You're right.
and they're getting asked, when did you start comedy, and tell us about the clubs.
It is out of
They don't
control.
work clubs. How are they going to tell you?
Yeah, you're right. They don't. They don't work clubs. It's out of control.
It'd be like asking me how to make like a 5-course meal. I can barely make a Hot Pocket.
I don't
Okay?
make a
What am I
restaurant.
going to do?
I don't make a
do it.
restaurant. I sit down and order a meal. I don't make a restaurant.
What am I going to do? Well, you know about this restaurant business?
Yeah, so, I mean, and you're being honest.
Yeah. And so my idea was to just, because the restaurant that we can't mention that I worked at, I know a lot of interesting people.
Why can't you mention?
Well, I will. Hey, the Hard Rock. I'm never going to take a job from them again.
Oh,
Whoa.
bleep that, kidding.
I worked at the Hard Rock. There's a lot of, this is going to shock you, a lot of interesting people
There
at the Hard
are.
Rock in
There
Times
are.
Square. So I wouldn't, just grabbed a bunch of people there, and then I get comedians, but the rule is we don't talk comedy. It's like you have a story to tell. I screen them like on Facebook, or I talk
Like
to
who?
them. Like I don't know. I haven't had really anyone big as a guest, but just like I had some open micers and that, and just some people just going around.
See how you do like to ask open micers. What's it like being an open micer nowadays? I know what it was like when I was doing it. What's it like now?
Well, it's painful. Well, I don't get that. Like they actually come in and have stories. Like there's a girl I barely knew, but she was my Facebook friend, and I just put something out. She was in a relationship for 2 years with a dude who didn't speak English. She didn't speak Spanish. They end up living together. She speaks Spanish. Once they can communicate, boom, it went down. That's gold. I never knew the girl. I think
That's
she's green.
funny. Yeah,
She's new.
That can happen.
And I'm meeting all these people. There's a guy who ran for office in Ohio at like 22, which I didn't even think was legal. Dreadlocks, almost won.
What position? Mayor?
I think it was like a congressman.
You have to be 35 to be president.
Yeah.
I'm sure is there an age limit for like councilman?
City
or
council, something.
Congress?
But he was trying to keep them from building an extension of a college that wasn't Ohio State. If it was Ohio State, I think everyone would be okay out there. But it wasn't Ohio State, into some like building, like some houses. They were going to close down some houses, kick people out. And that was his big issue. He ended up not winning, but the guy who ended up winning took his cause on because the guy made such a stir and changed things. And like, that's what we're looking for. I had like a real life wingman. This guy gets paid to get you some action, to make
Really?
conversation with girls and ease you in.
Oh, I know. You know what? We had a guy like this on
Thomas.
Stern. I don't know if it was the same guy, but we had a guy like this on the Howard Stern show. He basically, you paid him to start up a rap with a chick in a
It's
bar.
unbelievable.
But the thing is, there's so much that goes into that. Once you go over there, she's into that guy, not you. Like, how does that, like,
He knows how to handle. He's like a point guard.
Well, what does he do?
He can get you the ball.
how does he get you the ball?
He just knows these techniques. We were all mesmerized by him. I rotate guest hosts, and Shuli was the guest host with me that week, and we were all just astounded by this dude.
So this guy's magic, you're like James Worthy in the perfect scenario.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's trying to feed you the ball underneath.
Yeah.
And he knows how to just do it where they don't fall for him. It's unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah.
And it works.
Bring me him.
Now, how would this guy set up
Yeah.
for
He charges 101 an hour. Can you afford that, Mikey?
How would this guy set up for Mike?
I need him. I need some. Sorry.
Well,
What are you doing?
I'm just happy. I'm happy to hear he came on with it. It's awesome.
Yeah, but how do you prepare? To me, the most startling thing when you see Mike,
Yeah.
and you have to prepare them for, is that second chin, is that enormous chin. it comes into the room before you. You know,
Unless
I
you
think
grow.
that's what they see first, and I think they're startled by it.
I'll scarf it up. You guys should wear a
Yeah.
scarf.
Can you
Start.
like? I do this. That's why I wear a beard a lot. Because I have a grotesque second chin. You can sort of make it look, it's just hair, or pull it back. Would you consider plastic surgery?
No, maybe I thought about stapling the stomach, but no, forget that.
No, you don't want to do that. But would you get plastic surgery just for the chin?
I always thought about having plastic surgery before I was fat, even. Sincerely.
Why? What are we going to work
Who
on?
would you look like? Who do you want to make yourself look like?
I always wanted, like, what was his name in the early 80s? From Knight Rider, David
David
Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff.
You want to look like? Wait, let me just get this straight. You want to walk into a plastic surgeon's office and say, "I want to look like David Hasselhoff"?
Turn me into him, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Artie Lange Show. Welcome to the Artie Lange Show. Maddog Lambert here. Thanksgiving night, he will be Maddog Mattern. Well, Thanksgiving night will be at the Valley Forge Casino at the club there in Pennsylvania. Look at this. This is how you know if there's a God. He's got a sense of humor. Or can have an off day. Here's the kid who shot up Sandy Hook, the Sandy Hook School in Connecticut. Like, you show that picture to a shrink. Listen, this is my son Adam. Do you think he's going to be a problem? Do you think that kid might give us some trouble? That's what he looks like. Here,
In every photo.
same God supposedly made this. Here's the chick Jeter's banging.
Wow.
Look at her.
Who is that?
What's her name?
No way.
Wow, she can catch it, bro.
Hannah. Hannah something.
Hannah Davis?
Hannah Davis made her. Same God made Adam Langert. Is it Lambert? Who's the guy who won America's Got Talent? Adam Lambert? What am I talking about?
No, Adam Lambert was like American Idol, wasn't
Okay.
he? Gay kid.
Yeah.
Adam Lanza
Lanza.
and her. And look at Jeter. Jeter with the bald head and the round face. Again, look at him. Exactly like Franklin on the Peanuts thing. He's Franklin on Charlie
That
Charlie
is
Brown.
great.
And that's who he's banging. God bless him. You see this? See the chick Jeter's banging, Mike?
I can't see it from here.
Well, you're better off not seeing her. that could lead to someone bad. Steve in New York. You're on the air, Steve.
Hey, what's up, Artie? I wanted to ask Mike a comedy question.
Go right ahead.
Hi, Steve. How are you, buddy?
Well, I've done a lot of acid in the last 3 years, and I have trouble remembering things. And I want to know how to remember my set after I get on stage.
Mike, how do you remember? How do you remember your jokes? Excellent question.
You got to write a set list down. Or go over.
I already wrote it, though.
Just rehearse it.
Is that over rehearsed?
Just over rehearse.
Do you want to
Go
seem
like you know
over
what-
rehearsed though? It's a good question.
No, you can never be over rehearsed. Just make it look like you're talking about it. Just
So this
rehearse
is what
it
I'm
home.
going to get for you stealing my $100.
Well, there's bigger thieves than I am. Believe me, out there.
Yeah, but that's your question, Mike? There's bigger thieves than me? I'm a thief. I'm a thief, but there's bigger. So you're admitting to being a thief.
No, I'm just saying because you know what? You're not. Yeah, but I'm not going to.
I'm
be
just saying because you know what? How many
What I'm trying to say
sentences-
is-
How many sentences can you start off with? I'm just saying because you know what?
Someone's going to take your money. Might as well be me.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's a
the
good business model.
That's the American. Barnum and Bailey would buy it.
All right, how about this, though?
Bailey.
But they weren't teaching anyone. That's the problem. They
No,
were-
but he made a lot of money. He always said, "Oh, WC."
Because he would say he would go to the trouble of it. They treated her like hell, but he would get a bearded broad and say, listen, she's in the barn over there sleeping with a donkey, but it's a bearded broad.
Guys were swallowing
Give me a-
swords
right,
on
give
a
me-
trapeze.
exactly.
That's at least on Sucker Born, but I mean, what
Give
was I
me a
going to do
nickel.
Sunday afternoon anyway when
Right.
it wasn't football?
Give
I'm
me a
gonna go to
nickel.
that.
Give me. You want to see a bearded broad? It's a nickel.
Yeah.
Like, all right, give me the nickel. Give me see the bearded broad. It's here. You're going, do you want me to give you nothing? I want $100.
That's how people are today. I mean, I'm getting what.
Yeah, but you're being one of them.
I don't care. I conform.
But Mike,
Don't you
no
think-
one is going to. Okay,
$100
no
an
one's
hour.
going to do this, Mike. You won't get one customer.
Don't you think that there are some people, maybe like on Twitter, who follow you, who like you, who would be willing to fork over some stuff if you branded this the Mike Boschetti experience, and you said, "Hey, come to my house, come hang out with my family."
Nobody's coming to my house. No.
No.
All right.
I'd give you $100 if you punch up my material.
That's a good thing. Sure. I mean,
That's
you know,
good.
Yeah.
That's honest.
Okay, well,
Honest living.
do you have a joke? Well, that you called before with the other joke. Didn't work. Do you have another joke that you're going to give us?
Well, I grew up in a one-horse town, and it surprised me because one-horse town, I thought it meant they don't have a lot of heroin.
That's not bad. Now you need that punched up. I don't know if there's a way to make that funnier.
No, you just got to. You know what? The key to comedy, and Artie will tell you this, is to be yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
live in my
So
home
was he
state.
being himself?
Was he
It
being
might be.
someone else? Was he Jackie Mason there?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
He's a person.
tell you, here's the thing.
There was only one horse.
There was only one horse.
I didn't have I didn't need a second horse.
Okay,
the
all
heroin?
right, all right. Where are you from?
It's always that.
No, I'm just curious.
Are you Mexican, German, Italian?
No,
we
no,
gotta get to the bottom
I'm just
of
saying
it.
no location-wise. I mean, where do you live? I'm sorry.
I
You
am
don't have to-
from Bridgeport, but I'm down in rehab in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but that's a great. Just study people over there. That's a great place to write bits.
Rehab. I've done it myself.
Yeah, but you know, pain is funny. Artie, it can be. Be honest with your comedy.
Okay, I mean, what else do you want from the man? I mean, come on. He's given everything there. If that's not worth the C note, I don't know what is.
He's like Alan Alda in Crimes and Misdemeanors.
No, but the thing is, just be yourself. That's
Pain
the key.
plus
And
time is comedy.
You couldn't. If the day after Lincoln got shot, you couldn't make fun of that. It was the day after he got shot. But now he had 100 years. See, time.
Yeah, but who knows how many people did that day? Nobody's around to tell it.
I'm talking about a movie.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
If it bends, it's funny. If
Yeah.
it breaks, it's not
Well,
funny.
here's the thing. Mike doesn't bend at all, so he's got to be funny. The Artie Lange Show. Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Maddog Mattern here. Thanksgiving night at Valley Forge Casino doing his comedy in Valley Forge, PA. Look at this. Alec Baldwin fired over gay slur. His Up Late show at MSNBC has been canceled. Listen, Alec Baldwin is a card-carrying liberal, and he got suspended originally, I guess. He called some photographer who was all over him because of this crazy stalking trial he was a part of, and they cornered him, and he said what, a guy from Long Island who grew up in the 50s and 60s says from Long Island. He called the guy his C-sucking F word for gay people. Terrible. You can't do that.
Yeah.
But, he's a guy who gets a pass because of what it is. But the real reason he's fired, I mean, let's face it, and they allude to that in this article. He wasn't a great coworker. He allegedly demanded to use, listen to this, if this is true. What an a-hole. He allegedly demanded to use a separate makeup room, even though an employee with cancer is currently using it because she's sensitive to hairspray. When denied, he allegedly responded by yelling, "I don't give an F if she has cancer or not. I want that effing makeup room." His spokesperson confirms the show is not coming back. So,
5 episodes
5 episodes.
made it to air.
I mean,
Yeah.
listen, he's a funny guy. He's a talented guy, but he's historic for not getting along with the people he works with. What
Or
are your
anyone.
thoughts on this, man?
Well, it's insane. It just kills me that I don't know. You're good at something. Just get along with everyone. Like you're one of the, you're hilarious. Everyone loves you, but you're like a humble dude, and that's what everyone in the community says. That's what's awesome. You could be a jerk.
Well, you
to
never
all of
know.
us.
You give me the fame and the money Alec Baldwin has, maybe I'll become an a-hole too. You never know till you get there. I might go, look, that sounds so crazy mean. That
Yeah. It's
you'd like to think someone's getting bad information. There's a misunderstanding. Did he really say, "I don't give an F if she has cancer"? What that makeup? I mean, what do you think? I mean,
Here's my question: wasn't their family wealthy? Didn't he come from a wealthy family?
Baldwin's?
Yeah, in
they
Long
were,
Island.
They were upper middle class, I believe, upper middle class Long Island.
I think when your collar's white and you get fame,
Yeah.
I think it's very hard to keep in touch and to be a real human.
What he might
like
be
I came
is-
up blue collar like the rest of y'all,
Well,
and so
yeah.
I would like to think that hopefully I'd be humble if anything huge happens because it's just the way to be, man. Be a human.
What he might be is, I think it goes on a lot, is he's one of these phony liberals. Like, he likes to
There's
say.
plenty of those, man.
He likes to say, yeah, of course. And look, there's a ton of phony conservatives, too. It's called phony politics. People who are into politics so phony. A lot of them are just phony. I respect the ones that really have a lot of conviction for what they're into. But, I mean, he sounds like a guy who's like, look, I'll do this. I'm for this cause. I'm for this cause. I'm a card-carrying liberal because that's what you do in show business. And then as soon as you corner him, everyone's a C-sucking F word. I mean, I don't know. That's what it could be. Boschetti, your thoughts?
I can't believe someone would be that horrible about a person with cancer. That's unbelievable.
All right, shut his mic off. I want to thank Maddog. Thanks so much,
Man, I appreciate it. Always fun to be here,
You're
man.
always welcome here.
I thank you all greatly, man.
And Dave Attell. Dave Attell, one of the best comics around. Look for him at Caroline's this upcoming weekend. And I'll be taping his show Thursday, December 4th on Comedy Central, one of the few comics doing a new 8-episode series he's doing. So check that out. Probably air sometime in the new year. And Timmy Doyle, Big Ten Network analyst, always good on the show. And we appreciate him coming on. Now, is it Valley Forge? Is casino And in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania.
It's in King of Prussia,
It's in King of Prussia,
which is a
Pennsylvania.
tough name.
King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Valley Forge is the place you're playing at.
Yes, sir, my man.
Okay, it's Thanksgiving
Deuces
Eve.
Wild Comedy Club.
Okay, that's it.
And Lust for Life, my people, please.
Lust for Life is the podcast. The Artie Lange.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.